Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bear It All podcast. So my guest for today, kailangan ko ito basahin, okay? Is a leader known for championing education, innovation, and opportunities for every Filipino. He is the father of free college law, a longtime advocate for MSMEs and youth empowerment. He is a devoted husband, father, and public servant committed to meaningful change. I can't believe I'm saying this. We have here today Senator Bam Aquino.
Hi, Danny. Hello, everyone. Magandang araw sa mga nakikinig at nanonood ng Bear It All.
Thank you so much, Sen. I know you're busy. Dami nangyayari sa mundo at sa bansa ngayon, but you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. Salamat.
I'm so happy to get to know you on a more less serious note, I guess, like to sit down with you and ask you questions that hindi ko alam kung kailan ko pa ito matatanong sa'yo.
Okay, kakinabahan ako bigla.
Okay, so light lang muna, Sen. Like, I wanna know, because your job is very serious.
Yeah.
I wanna know what you do kapag hindi ka naka-senator mode on.
Okay. Usually, I'm just with my family. So, I've got 2 girls and they take up all of my spare time. Sa totoo lang, I have Rory, who's 11, and Coco, who is will be 8 soon. And ako yung playmate nila sa bahay. So we play video games, we look for books, si Coco mahilig magluto.
Oh, 6 years old? Meron siya magluto?
She's turning 8 na. So medyo mahilig siya to be in the kitchen. So, all those things,
Yeah.
I try my best to spend time with them. Kasi Monday to Friday, gabing-gabi na ako umuwi. So nagkikita lang kami sa umaga. Parang goodbye na lang yon. And then sa gabi, I see them maybe for 1 hour or baka less pa siguro. So pag weekend, it's usually devoted to family time. Nawala na yung... Well, paminsan-minsan may date night pa rin kami ni Timmy.
Yes, I was gonna ask.
Pag nalibre or pag wala gaanong traffic, which is never, baka nag-meet up kami for dinner. Di ba? Siguro yung pinaka nawala yung barkada, yung time ko with my buddies. Parang yun, nag-lessen yung time for them.
Yeah.
But, you'll find me, if I'm just home, I'm watching basketball, wrestling,
And
playing
you're a
video
gamer
games.
now? Are
Yes,
you a
I'm a
gamer?
super gamer.
Oh my gosh.
Bonafide gamer tayo.
Do they know the people that you're playing with, that they're playing with Senator
No,
Bam?
I don't play multiplayer games.
Oh, okay.
Kasi
okay.
Gen X gamer ako eh. So single player games
Ano yung mga
yun.
nilalaro mo, Sen?
Everything, lahat, mostly RPGs, iba-iba. Like my favorite series yung Final Fantasy,
Oh
Metal
my
Gear,
God.
yung mga OG.
Yes,
OG
yes,
yan,
yes,
OG.
yes.
Baka yung mga Gen Z hindi makarelate masyado, but these are relatively older franchises. Yung mga bago, yung mga Mobile Legends, I know how it's played and I interact with a lot of the gamers, pero hindi ako masyadong naglalaro talaga. Konti-konti lang.
It's so cute.
Shy ako eh.
It's-
I'm shy. I'm a shy gamer. Like, kahit nung nauso yung mga multiplayer,
Yes.
mga World of Warcraft, mga ganyan, shy ako eh. Shy
I
ako
know
pag
kasi-
kinakausap ako eh.
Alam mo, I know, Sen, may yung mga celebrities that they hide behind like a name eh. Tapos nagugulat sila kapag may camera. Kasi yung nandun na pala. Sini-imagine ko si Sen, biglang lumabas. Siguro, hala, si Senator Bam yung kalaro ko.
Why not?
Oh my
Pero
gosh.
I don't really play as much multiplayer games. Mas
Yes.
mas single player. And lately, nagko-co-pilot kami ng daughter ko.
Oh my
So my
God,
second
that's so
daughter, si Coco, is a gamer like me. Like mahilig siya sa mga RPG, so Zelda.
Yes.
Ganyan types, 'di ba? RPGs, Trails in the Sky. So, siya na nagkaya na ng kamay niya. So, her hands are big enough for the controller.
That's
And then kapag medyo boss or medyo mahirap na, Daddy,
Transfer na.
transfer.
Lipat na.
Ikaw nang pumatay nung boss, 'di ba? Ganyan.
Aww.
And then babalik ko sa kanya. So, she likes to explore.
Ang cute. Teamwork.
Teamwork. Sobra kaming teamwork.
That's so
And
cute.
there's a game now na 2-player game. It's called Split Fiction. It's like one of the almost game of the year last year. Yun nilalaro nilang dalawa. And it's so much fun just watching them play with each other.
Aww.
Kasi naka-split yung screen tapos you have to help each other.
Yes,
Cooperative
yes,
siya eh.
yes, yes.
So nagtutulungan sila and then once in a while, doon ako sa likod, on my phone or nagbabasa or whatever. Kapag mahirap na, Daddy, we need your
to the
help.
rescue na.
Ganyan.
Aww.
Pag may boss or kapag may mahirap na level.
How does it feel, Sen, to be a girl dad?
I love it. I love it. It's, yan yung pinagdasal ko talaga. When Timmy was pregnant for the first time, talagang pinagdadasal ko talaga na girl.
Girl.
Kasi 3 boys kami. So,
Okay.
wala akong sister.
Male-dominated household.
Oh, super. Although, syempre, my mom was also like parang pillar of our family.
Of course.
Pero yung mga boys, I have 2 older brothers. Magulo. I always say nga, magulo, madumi, mga boys, di ba? Talagang
Very
makalat.
badly.
Ganyan. But, sabi ko, I hoped and prayed for girls and I got 2 girls who are the sweetest. And sabi ng mga barkada ko, whose kids are older than my kids,
Yes.
sinasabi nila na ito yung sweet spot. Like 11, 8. In fact, si ate nga, malapit na mag-teenager di ba? So, baka soon she doesn't want to hang out na anymore with her parents, ganyan. So, lagi ko sinasabi, ate, baka naman next year you don't want to hang out na with your daddy.
Nandun na ba sila sa ayaw na nilang makikita
Hindi pa.
with the parent?
As
Wala
in,
pa
hindi pa.
naman.
Sabihin naman niya, that'll never happen, daddy.
Oh.
So, tuwan-tuwa naman ako, di ba? So, nasa ganung stage pa sila. They're very much, like, we like to hang out with each other. Pareho na rin silang sufficient. Like, pwede na silang magbanyo at maligo on their own. Kaya na nila mag-breakfast on their own. So, when you get to travel, whether local or internationally, masaya na rin silang kasama. Kasi,
yes. Alam mo, yung isip na sila
may
aware
isip
na sila.
They get to understand what's happening, but
And
they can
enjoy.
also take care of themselves.
Yes.
Unlike, siguro, pag sobrang bata, naka-stroller pa.
Ang ganda nga no age gap nila Was that intentional to be that ganun yung age gap nila?
Depends who you ask. If you ask me, hindi. If you ask my wife,
Iba
baka
yung sagot.
intentional.
Iba yung sagot
No,
niya.
she really wanted to have a second child. Ako parang nung una, okay na yan, okay na yung isa, ganyan, ano na to, marami na to,
This is
ganyan.
a lot.
But eventually, pinag-usapan namin na kawawa naman si ate kung mag-isa lang siya, ganyan. So, parang yung exact timing, hindi intentional, but in general, we did want to have a second
Are you done na
daughter.
ba, Sen? You don't want another kid?
I think so. I hope so. I hope I'm done. Hindi, kasi na rin I mean, I'm 48 already. Tim is also in her 40s na rin. So, palagay ko, carry na kami.
Yes.
Ox na? Okay
Ako
na?
din two is enough for me. Papamilit lang ang pamilya ko na gusto pa nila ng mas madami pa sa akin.
Here's the thing. Yung youngest daughter ko, si Coco, feel niya yung pagiging youngest.
Oh,
So,
alam niyang bunso siya.
Alam niya. Bunso rin ako So, I know the feeling, di ba? So, bunso siya. And to be fair, si ating ate rin naman siya.
Yes.
Feel niya yung pag-aate niya. So, I think, parang for her worldview, parang mahirap na magka-third.
Oo
Alam mo
nga.
yun?
Oo
Parang, ano na siya she's got the bunso thing. Talagang, dalan-dala na niya
Baka siya yung magsiselos, feeling ko, if ever my third. Kasi na-feel niya na yung bunso syndrome.
Di ba?
Ako lang ang baby. Ganon.
Exact. Until now, yan pa rin ang feeling niya. And to be fair, she's really a joy to be with. Parang bunso ka ba? Hindi.
Eldest ako. Ako ang ate.
Ako kasi bunso ako kaya nakaka-relate kami, 'di ba? So, I think we're good, but who knows? Who knows?
Yes.
There's a short window left, a very 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 short window left. Who knows, 'di ba?
But at least, kahit you're good with the two.
Oh,
diba?
Sobra.
Wait, so how long have you been married na, Sen?
Alam mo, lagi ako nagkakamali dito 2012. So, on our 14th year
Oh
this year.
my.
But ang bilang kasi namin is when Timmy and I started dating,
When
which is
was that?
2005.
Oh my God, ang tagal
So,
nun, Sen.
20 years na kami dating.
Oh my God.
So, itong December 2025, yung aming, hindi naman celebration, pero parang yung when we talk to each other.
Yes,
Ito
yes.
yung 20th year natin na nagde-date tayo.
Grabe, ang tagal.
Matagal.
Do you mind sharing the story of how you met?
So, ano yan? So, yung first government post ko was in the National Youth Commission.
Okay.
So, I was commissioner there for a few years, then naging chairperson ako. This is 2003 to 2005. And in 2004, I hope I'm getting the dates correct. In 2004, naging delegate si Timmy in one of the prestigious exchange programs.
Okay.
Yung SEAP program, Ship for Southeast Asian Youth Program. And that program, mga youth leaders across the country, very, very difficult selection process. And then they go on a ship with other youth from Southeast Asia and Japan.
Oh,
And they
wow.
sail around Southeast Asia and Japan and get to learn each other's culture. So yung pinaka-organizer niyan it's a Japanese program, by the way. Yung organizer niyan sa Pilipinas is the National Youth Commission.
Okay.
So, nung chairman ako noon, naging delegate siya, no, I think in 2003. not 2005. I think 2004, okay? Naging delegate siya. She was the NCR representative. So sa lahat ng mga nag-compete, and NCR is usually the most competitive talaga.
Yes.
Well, hindi naman ako yung pumili. Iba naman yung committee na pumili. But she was eventually the kasi one male, one female. So siya yung female representative for NCR. And then, after the program, the following year, nag-volunteer siya parang to help out, to staff yung that year's SEAP delegation. Nung nag-volunteer siya doon ko siya niligawan.
I love it.
So,
pero nakita mo na siya noon.
Nakita ko, na-spot
The year
ko na.
prior, na-spot mo na.
And I'm sure na-spot na niya ako. But, syempre, I guess, baka inappropriate and I'll leave it at that kasi alam mo, asawa ko, ayaw niya pag-usapan yung mga multo di ba? So, wag daw pag-usapan. But, the following year, we were both single and hindi na inappropriate kasi volunteer na siya.
Yes.
And that was also, I think I was leaving NYC. Patapos na rin yung term ko. So, niligawan, our first date was December of 2025.
I love that he
December
remembers.
8 pa. December 8. So, ano pa siya? Holy Day of Obligation. Ito, hindi ko makalimutan kasi I was gonna pick her up. And then sabi ko, malilate ako kasi magsisimba ako. Kasi December 8. And then sabi niya, may simbahan sa tabi ng place namin. Gusto mo, simba na tayo? Wow,
I love it.
kakaiba
Sa
to
simbang first
kakaiba to
date.
Parang,
Yes.
diba? I mean, diba?
Yes.
So I was like,
Very
okay.
proper ang date niyo, Sen.
I'm like, okay, this is new, diba? This is not usual. So, okay, so sinundo ko siya. Tapos, literally, ang first date namin, nagsimba kami.
Oh, very
And then, syempre,
proper.
sa Our Father, nag-holding hands na
I
kami.
love it. Ang bilis. Ang bilis.
Holding hands ko na.
So, pwede palang pang ano yun, guys, pag nagpa-first date kayo.
So that was the first. Then we went out to dinner. And that was practically 20 years.
Grabe. Okay. And then, wait lang, guys, si Miss Timmy, kamukha ni Mommy.
Sobra.
As in, you know what? I've seen the pictures Mom would send during the campaign of Senator Bam. Mom sent us a picture of Miss Timmy and her, and I'm like, this is wild. And then finally, I saw her for the first time, and I was like, Mom, I got scared. Like, the side profile, the freckles was all the same. I couldn't stop looking at her. Like, I was like looking at a younger version of my mom.
Okay, so ito yung kwento dyan. So when I was running for this election, tung 2025, I think 2024 pa to. Tama ba? O 2025 na yon? Baka 2025 na. Nasa ati-atihan kami. Eh di ba usually yung campaign, you really go to the festivals,
Yes.
di ba? So nasa ati-atihan kami and matagal kasi ako bago nakabalik sa politika. It was 6 years na wala ako sa politics.
Yeah.
So even though I was already a senator, running in 2025, parang you're running again.
Yes.
Di ba? Nagpapakilala ka ulit.
Fresh start, parang gano'n.
Talaga, super fresh start. And in fact, at the beginning of the campaign, hindi sila sure kung sino ako.
Oh
Okay?
my
Kasi
God.
6 na taon na yun eh. Ang tagal na niya eh. 2019 was the last time I ran and I lost in 2019.
Yeah.
So, to think 2013 to 2019, this was already 2025. From the first time ako tumakbo was 12 years ago. And from the
Grabe.
last time ako tumakbo was 6 years ago. Okay?
Ang tagal na.
So, naglalakad ako and yung mga tao, maririnig mo as you walk past them, sino yan? Sino yan? Ganyan. Sino yan? Eh, katabi ko si Timmy. After a while, si Senator Bam ba yan? Sino yan? Ay, kasama niya si Marjorie. Sabing ganyan.
Na-issue pa kayo, Sen.
Okay? So, eventually, yung mga tao, si Marjorie. Eh, after a while, sinakyan ko na, si Marjorie. Sama ko po si Marjorie, ginaganon ko na. Eh, nakuha nung team ko, na-clip
That is
siya.
so funny.
Okay, and it went a little viral, slightly viral, kasi nakakatawa, di ba, na
Yes.
pinapagkakamalang Marjorie,
Yes.
yung asawa ko, na,
It's so
syempre, kinikilig naman si Timmy,
Yeah.
di ba, na I'm Marjorie Barreto, di ba, kinikilig siya. So, we found it na, like, mildly successful online. Okay. So, nung nag-campaign na talaga, nag-start na yung campaign, because this was early 2025, when the campaign started na, si Timmy, nung first house to house, nag-message sa mommy mo.
Yes.
And your mom was so nice, as in nag-yes siya kaagad. And sabi namin, ako, Diyos ko, gintuto na magkasama sila. And there's one content where, and this is not staged, organic talaga to, sabi nung babae talaga, ay, si Marjorie po kayo? And then Timmy goes, hindi po, ito ang totoong Marjorie. And then she walks in. Di ba? Hindi yun
That
stage,
is
di ba?
so
Organic. That was
funny.
really organic. Like, hindi siya staged.
Grabe.
And then si Marjorie, ay, ito pong Mrs. ni Senator Bam Aquino. Boto po natin, ganyan.
Oh my gosh.
So, one of our best volunteers talaga yung mommy mo. And talagang kinapitalize namin yung, sila,
Yes.
twinning sila forever.
It's so cute. Yung dalawa nilang, meron silang back-to-back shot at saka meron silang, sinand yun ni Mommy sa group chat namin. We were all so happy to see it. We're like, Mom, you guys are so cute.
No, and you know what? Your mom, she wore the shirt na para parehas silang shirt. Like, kasi 'di ba? I mean, we've all campaigned,
Yes,
'di ba?
of
Also for your
course.
mom. Sometimes para ayoko suotin yung t-shirt na 'yan or I want my own shirt, ganyan. Yung mommy mo, sobrang game. Sinuot talaga niya yung shirt para magkamukha talaga sila. It was
Yeah.
really the best.
My mom actually was the one who started that movement for us. That's why we got very much involved with what's happening in the country. Like before kasi sen, mga bata pa kami at least, like we didn't know we had a voice eh. But when mom started supporting Mom Lenny and then you, we were all like, okay, maybe this is a thing that we should be able to do for our country and to be more aware of what's going on. And that was the only time. So I always told my mom that I'm grateful that you started that because now I get to pass that on to my kids na parang you should honestly be more aware of what's going on. Hindi pwedeng lagi lang kayong nasa social media. Alam mo yun?
And I am the most grateful, of course, kasi si Marjorie, of course, volunteered for Lenny and then volunteered for me also. So thank you.
Yes. Okay. This is a little konting ano lang, Sena. Konting, eto curiosity ko lang. If you weren't in public service, what would you be doing right now?
Maraming pwede, honestly. Maraming pwede.
Maraming
You know,
pwede.
I've had a number of careers already. You know, I was on TV once, like a long time ago. That was 20 plus years ago. I used to host a morning show, yung
Yes.
breakfast. You're too young to remember that. Pero that could have been one path,
Yeah.
for me to continue being in media. Another one was I was a social entrepreneur also. So we set up yung Happy Noy program na tumutulong sa mga sari-sari store owners. We were working with microfinance groups. Matagal rin ako doon, almost 7 or 8 years. And that could have been another path
Yes.
also. Pero palagay ko, I'm where I need to be. You know? It was a long journey to get back to this spot. And I'd like to think that I'm getting back wiser, more battle-scarred,
Yeah.
Nax. Diba? Yun yung
Yes.
term na ginagamit namin eh. Kasi galing ka sa talo. I was the campaign manager ni Ma'am Lenny in 2022. So galing sa talo ulit. And then to be able to regroup and run and win again. Special na siya eh.
Yeah.
Kasi galing ka na sa dalawang talo. Itong third time mo, honestly, kung di tayo nanalo this time, probably career change na talaga
Yeah.
kailangan natin. But the fact na we're able to make it means it's really special. Kumbaga, bigay ito ng taong bayan, bigay rin ni Lord, no?
Yes.
And you gotta take it seriously. And I was telling my team, kahit very challenging ngayon, parang we're where we need to be. And we have a voice, and we have to use that platform for good things in the country, di ba?
And tsaka, Sen, it's so timely how you won when the country needed a leader like you. Like, you won at a time na nagkakagulo ngayon yung Pilipinas. Like, we really need leaders like you
Thank you.
na to fight for, what's right. Kasi parang ang nangyayari ngayon, kasi there's like meron ng, how can I say? Parang, meron na ngayong conversation na nangyayari and the youth are more involved. And I think you guys, starting from the campaign of Ma'am Lenny to your campaign, started that movement that a lot of the youth is now standing up for, may
Yeah.
voice na bigla ang youth.
Exactly. And tama ka, I really look at it as continuum yung 2025 from 2022. No? Hindi siya pwedeng makita na hiwalay.
Yes.
And yung kabataan natin, lumabas nung 2022 pero hindi nakaboto.
Yeah.
Kasi marami nung time na yon, by the time na excite to volunteer and join the rallies, be part of that campaign, tapos na yung registration
Oo
eh.
nga.
So, ang rami in those huge rallies, which of course your mom was a part of
Yes.
also, siguro kalahati nun hindi nakaboto. Or a third, maybe a third hindi nakaboto kasi hindi sila rehistrado. But right after the elections of 2022, 6 million new registrants registered for 2025. And most of that kabataan.
Yes.
And palagay ko, yun talaga yung nagdala rin sa akin to the rank, kami ni Senator Kiko,
Yeah.
di ba? So that voice that they found and then they registered for 2025 and now pag may nakikitang hindi maganda, kaya itong mga skandalong nakikita natin, 'di ba? Yung mga kabataan yung unang umaalma.
Yes.
Maybe not on the streets like during my time, but definitely online.
Yeah.
'Di ba? And kung hindi nandyan yung kung tahimik yung mga kabataan, we wouldn't be in an atmosphere where a lot of these reforms are getting passed.
Yeah.
No, things are moving along. I know it can be very frustrating. Pero you look at the national budget, 'di ba? It's the highest budget for education in our history.
Yeah.
1.34 trillion pesos for
Grabe.
education. So pinaglaban natin 'yan. And maraming tumulong, maraming iba't ibang mga senador from different groups and congressmen from different groups all supported that. But that money wouldn't be that big kung hindi tinanggalan ang flood control ng pondo.
Yes.
At hindi tatanggalan yung flood control ng pondo kung hindi umalma yung taong bayan.
Grabe.
So even tong education budget na to, na I'm very proud of kasi it's the highest in our history, hindi yan mangyayari kung hindi nag-iingay at nagsasalita at nagkaboses yung taong bayan at yung kabataan.
Grabe, alam mo, sana I saw lately doon sa flood control, pagka kunyari walang mangyayari, mag-iingay ulit yung mga tao. Hindi na siya nagiging silent because it's been nagiging chain na siya na hindi tayo pwede tumahimik. Parang nagkaroon na ng movement na we cannot stay silent anymore.
I hope ganyan. May mga times na feel ko that sometimes I think people feel stuck na parang walang movement.
Movement
no?
kasi.
But kung ano man yung galit, frustration, ipunin na lang natin yan. Kung di natin yan makuha yung hustisya ngayon, makukuha natin yan in the next elections in
Yes.
2028. No?
What do you think, Senpa, do we need to have like a better system? Ano pang kulang? Napakadami.
Diyos ko, napakarami. 3 hours ba tong podcast natin? No, ito
Summary, Sen.
let's focus on, kunyari, education.
Yeah.
Kasi that's my
This
committee
could be
right
a
now.
start.
Yeah. Kung ililista ko yung mga problema, we start with 166,000 classroom gap. You don't get a classroom gap that big overnight or on 1 year. That's years and years of years na hindi pinondohan yung mga kabataan natin. Hindi pinondohan yung mga classroom. So when we go around, may mga classrooms, lupa.
Yeah, or siraing kisame.
Or walang
Kisame.
ceiling, yero. So can you imagine gaano kainit yun?
Yeah.
Walang mga walls, no? It's parang chicken fence, chicken wire, 'di ba? Alam mo yung you have students, 4 na classes back to back in a covered courts. Plywood yung naka-divide sa kanila. So paano ko matututo talaga, 'di ba? Una 'yan. Pangalawa, we passed the free internet in public schools in 2018. That was one of my laws. Until now, hindi pa rin siya implemented. Billion-billion na yung nagastos dyan, di pa rin siya nagagawa. So, dapat at this point, all of our public schools, dapat may internet na yan.
Yeah.
At hindi lang internet para sa mga teacher, like internet sa mga classroom. Because our teachers now, wala na silang Manila paper tsaka acetate. Yun kasi time ko eh.
Diyos ko lang.
Ngayon, naka-PowerPoint na sila or
Yes.
naka-Canva na sila eh. So, having internet in the classrooms is so important. And yung mga teachers din, kapag naka-online yung pagbibilang ng mga tests and quizzes, it's easier for them.
Yeah.
Yung lesson plan nila, nakukuha nila kaagad from the internet, di ba? So it becomes a very, very important part of the learning process. Most of our students are 2 years behind. Yung grade 10 is grade 8, yung grade 8 is grade 6, and so on and so forth. Marami sa mga kabataan natin gutom. Like about 20% are stunted or malnourished, no? Even though may feeding program tayo, and I'm happy to say for this year, tinaas yun to 20 billion. But you go from gutom yung mga bata, walang classroom, walang internet. A lot of our teachers are having a difficult time kasi overworked sila. Napakarami ng mga problema, di ba?
Hindi ka talaga gaganahan
Well,
pumasok or mag-work.
Hindi ka gaganahan pumasok, but you have to di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi alam rin ng mga Pilipino, ito core to
Kailangan.
kung di ka talaga papasok sa eskwelahan, hindi ka gagraduate, mahirapan ka talaga sa buhay mo.
Yes.
So, there's that understanding na I have to do this. So, tayo naman, bilang gobyerno, it's our responsibility to make sure na maayos yung mga eskwelahan. And sabi nga nila, how do you eat an elephant? Diba? One bite at a time. Kasi parang elepante yung laki ng problema eh.
Yeah.
but you do it one bite at a time. For this year, we've funded 25,000, at least 25,000 classrooms. You know, Danny, kung
Wow.
ilan ang nagawa ng DPWH in 2025?
Wala. Oh my
Ha?
God, sorry.
You know, 99. In the whole country. Okay? Buong Pilipinas, 99 yung nagawa nila. Na-accomplish, meaning natapos nila. 99 classrooms. Yung gap mo, 166,000. 99 yung nabuo nila.
Sen, yung 99, was that even properly made or not even?
I hope. But their target was really like 3,000 or 4,000.
Wow.
So, unang-una, malayo sa target. Pangalawa, yung target, malayo sa katotohanan. Di ba? So, for this year, there's a huge fund, 66 billion pesos for classrooms. And hindi lang sapat yung pondo, ginawa na namin ng special provision that now, local governments can build the classrooms directly. Hindi na kailangan dumaan sa DPWH. No. So, we changed not
Hallelujah.
only the budget, but also the system by which gagawin siya. So, you have all of these problems, pero lahat ng problemang yan, merong ding solutions.
Yeah.
But kailangan mo ng stamina and endurance. And honestly, sometimes kailangan talaga yung stomach mo matigas eh. Kasi ang laki ng mga problema eh. Pero kailangan tibayin mo yung loob mo na iisa-isahin mo talaga to. That's the only way. That's only education.
Yeah.
Ano pa yung health, agriculture, our MSMEs, ang rami
Yes.
ng hirap na small businesses, our workers. So, napakaraming problema and we need to have that mindset na we owe it to the people to have a country that's functioning.
Yes.
Na gumagana, 'di ba? Gumagana yung mga sistema, gumagana yung mga paraan para makatulong sa kanila. At kailangan nating isa-isahin 'yan. That's really the only way.
And it's good news kasi you're sharing good news kasi after all the bad news that we've received Sen from last year and then now you sharing this the biggest budget in history is like a huge step to
It's
give hope to those that are like nawawalan na ng hope sa country.
It's a huge step, pero uulitin ko, hindi mangyayari 'yan kung hindi umalma yung taong bayan.
Yeah.
Nung umalma yung taong bayan, syempre pag yung mga boss nakatutok, 'di ba? Kaming mga public servant mas gumagawa ng
Yes.
maayos, 'di ba? At
Yes.
mas mabilis gumalaw. O syempre, the move at that time was to decrease the flood control budget na alam nating na skandalo.
Yeah.
And the president actually ziniro niya. So he decreased it by like
Tinanggal niya.
90% or 95%. And kami, yung committee namin, and kasama namin si Senator Gatchalian sa Finance, naka-ready kami na kung babawasan nyo yan, ilagay natin sa education.
Yes.
But that would never have happened kung hindi umalma yung mga tao. Kaya
Yeah.
babalik pa rin yan sa taong bayan. Babalik pa rin yan sa kabataan.
Teamwork pa rin talaga siya. Okay, dahil dyan, Sen, I want to know. So with everything happening in our country today, what do you think separates a true leader and someone who simply just holds power? And that's like the problem nowadays. Na parang nabublur na yung line, hindi na alam ko anong ibig sabihin ng word ng leadership kasi misuse na siya. So what do you think is what separates a true leader from someone that holds power?
Okay. So palagay ko yung meron kang gustong gawin, meron kang gustong makitang reforma, you wanna do something, I think a number of people that we elect are just there and wala naman talagang plano. 'Di ba? Or go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yung status quo natin hindi nga maganda eh. I think kailangan natin tanggapin marami sa mga kababayan natin naghihirap talaga eh. Yung mga kabataan who go to our public schools, hirap na hirap sila. 'Di ba? Of course, there are a few areas na maganda yung mga public schools, but in general, kulang talaga yung nakikita nila. So, kung tatakbo ka at pepresenta mo sarili mo at mananalo ka kasi iba pa yung tatakbo ka at mananalo ka, you might as well do something. 'Di ba? Nandiyan ka na eh.
Yeah.
And that goes from SK, barangay captain, all the way to senator and even the president. Kung nandiyan ka na, gumawa ka na ng mabuti. Do something. Yung tao, nahihirapan sila. This year, Danny, projected na economy natin babagsak or it's going down. So, anong ginagawa natin para makatulong tayo sa mga tao?
Yeah.
Anong gagawin natin para masalba natin yung napakaraming mga kababayan natin na nakaasa sa ekonomiyang mas maayos at mas maganda,
Yeah.
di ba? So, nandiyan ka na rin eh. Don't just keep the seat warm. Do something. And kung hindi ka naman interesado, tumulong ka na lang sa mga gusto ng mga gumawa ng mabuti o gumawa ng mga reforma. At least support, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang worst na niyan, nandiyan ka na nga at wala ka na nga ginagawa, binablock mo pa yung mga reforma. O yun yung the worst, di ba? But honestly, at this point in our country, ang hinahanap ng tao, ang baba na kasi ng hinahanap for leadership
nga eh.
Hindi na nakawa, hindi magnanakaw.
Alam yung ginagawa.
Alam yung ginagawa. It goes back to so isa sa mga iniidolo ko kasi si Jesse Robredo, asawa ni Ma'am Lenny. And when he was mayor of Naga, multi-awarded mayor, he was a young mayor back then. I think 18 years siyang mayor ng Naga. Of course, si Lenny's the mayor of Naga now. He used to always say, may 2 M na kailangan ng lahat ng leader. Matino at mahusay. Okay? Keep it simple. When people ask me, ano ba yung characteristics of leadership? Keep it simple. I added the 3rd M. So, matino, mahusay, at malasakit.
Yeah.
No? So, matino, you're there hindi para magpayaman, nandiyan ka para magserbisyo. Mahusay, kailangan effective ka kasi good intentions is not enough eh.
Yeah.
Kung yung tao naghihirap tapos mabuting tao ka nga, wala ka naman nagagawa rin, kulang eh. So mahusay ka kailangan, effective ka dapat. And then yung 3rd, yung malasakit, may puso ka talaga for people.
Yeah.
You can't be a public servant and ayaw mo ng tao.
Yeah.
Kasi, I mean,
napaka-contradicting naman nun.
Mami mo, nasa politika rin, di ba? Before, alam mo na may mga politiko, actually ayaw nila sa tao, di ba?
Papahawa.
Oo, like, ang layo nila sa tao, they don't treat people well or fairly.
Yeah.
So I think yun yung 3, di ba? Genuinely, be with the people, be effective, and at the end of the day, maging matino ka, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang yun na lang siguro yung in-expect dapat natin, no?
How do you apply that naman, Sen, sa normal na tao? Yung pagiging, kasi ang daming tao kasi na napanghihinaan ng loob lately, like with, every time we do an episode, Sen, we get comments a lot that like, they're so tired na they don't wanna finish na a certain course or they don't wanna pursue this career na kasi hindi pa sila nakakarating dun sa gusto nilang marating. They've become so impatient. Parang nagmamadali sila to achieve
Lahat tayo
something.
nagmamadali, honestly. Pero walang shortcut eh.
Yeah.
And even yung bansa natin, wala ring shortcut. We want change to happen overnight. We want things to happen in one term or when a new leader comes up, gusto natin, siya na bahala sa lahat ng mga problema. But as I've grown older and matured in governance and politics, nakikita mo talaga na it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes consistency.
Yeah.
And siguro para sa mga nakikinig na mga Gen Z, yung word na consistency, di na siya masyadong napag-uusapan, but we need to be consistent sa work ethic natin, sa goals natin, sa behaviors natin. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy at araw-araw.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can build up to something better for yourself or something better for our country.
Yeah.
Kunyari, yung pondo na mataas yung edukasyon, hindi enough na 1 year lang yan.
Yes.
Kailangan tuloy-tuloy yan in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Kasi di mo masasolve yung mga problema kung 1 year mo lang siya pupondohan. And then yung pagiging matino. So ngayon, syempre, mas maayos yung mga systems pagdating sa mga infrastructure projects. Hindi naman pwedeng one time lang yan. Dapat tuloy-tuloy rin yan, di ba? So that consistency, I think, is overlooked in our modern day. Parang hindi siya napag-uusapan, di ba?
Kasi mas worried sila sa mga love life nila.
Well, kung love life rin lang, dapat consistent ka rin.
Yes.
Hindi ka pwedeng
Loyal and
lamig-init,
consistent.
di ba? Lamig-init, hindi pwede. Kailangan consistent ka.
I love that. Magandang i-teaser yun. I love that, Mike. Oh my God. Okay, wait, Sen. Ikaw ang pinaka, for me, perfect example nito. So, the last elections before you ran, natalo ka nun, Sen.
Yes.
But you came back like with a huge bang.
Okay.
Talagang grabe, Sen. Like, the whole, feeling ko nayanig mo yung buong bansa kayo ni Senator Kiko nung nanalo kayo. Kasi it's like, siya eh, it's proof that ang boses ng youth really matters. Like, you started a movement that changed the entire course of this election, the last
Thank
election.
you.
So, dahil doon, Sen, mas marami ng ulit gustong bumoto sa susunod na election kasi nakaka-hope na.
Kaya naman pala.
Kaya naman pala.
Okay.
Yes. So, ano naman ang advice mo, Sen, sa mga tao na, ayun na nga, parang they experience defeat in their lives and they're afraid to try again?
Wala, wala ka naman choice if not to stand up, shake it off, and one step forward until eventually nakakatakbo ka na ulit, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, in my case, mas na-depress ako after Ma'am Lenny's campaign.
Yeah.
Kasi,
Para lahat tayo, Sen, na-depress.
lahat tayo. Yung Yung campaign ko kasi, it was a very different time and a very difficult time. Kasi it was the previous administration. And kahit yung tatay ko, who's been in politics na matagal na rin, although never siya tumakbo, but lagi siyang behind the scenes. Bago ako nag-file in 2018, sinabi na niya sabi niya, Iho, be prepared na matalo ka.
Oh, wow.
In fact, that's not what he said. He said, Iho, wag ka na lang mag-file.
Wow.
Kasi matatalo ka. Sabi ko, Dad, kung di ako tatakbo, I'm the only incumbent na tatakbo, para naman naduwag tayong lahat. Sabi niya, sige, tumakbo ka, pero dapat prepared ka na hindi mo makukuha yung gusto mo.
Yeah.
Okay. And we ran a good campaign. I lost by 0.2%. Like, napakanipis nung pagkatalo ko noon. But within a week, I think I was okay. Actually, not even a week. 3 days. Yung mga kasama kong staff, umiiyak-iyak sila noon, di ba? Ako, hindi ako umiyak. Hindi ako umiyak. I'm like, okay. That's itong gusto ni Lord.
Yeah.
The Senate's not for me. Something else, di ba? In 2022, si Ma'am Lenny asked me to be the campaign manager. Kaya di ako tumakbo. And I was her campaign manager. Yun talaga yung feeling ko, binuhos ko talaga yung everything. Everything. Lahat ng lakas, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And it was a great campaign, pero talo tayo.
Oo.
Di ba? I mean, ang ganda ng kampanya, pero talo tayo, di ba? And, after that, after the campaign, yung May, June, July, those couple of months, nagka-psoriasis ako sa scalp.
Stress
I
ba yun?
gained like 15 pounds. Yeah, puro stress.
Stress yun.
And sabi nga nung doktor, there's no cure for this. It's really just stress. And then I got COVID twice.
My God.
So buong campaign, because people forget, tail end ng COVID yun yung
nga.
campaign, di ba?
Tsaka lumabas tayo lahat nun.
Nakamask pa tayo nun. Okay, can you remember? Parang tagal na nakamask tayo, di ba? So, I never got COVID that whole campaign. Like, yung katawan ko matibay. After I got it twice, like, 2 times in X, parang yung nagka-COVID ako, tapos yung period na wala kang immune ka, and then nagka-COVID ako agad after. So, talagang bagsak na bagsak, di ba? And then I was able to get a fellowship sa US, and I was there for 4 months in 2023.
Oh.
And habang nandun ako, parang doon ko rin parang naisip na I wanna give it one more shot. Of course, napag-uusapan na yun while I was here, pero to actually make the decision, parang mas tumibay siya when I was in the US for those 4 months. So pagbalik ko, sabi ko, sige, we're gonna do this. That was January of 2024. Yung survey ko, May of 2024, this is exactly 1 year before the elections, I was number 24 to 32. Okay, as in 24 to 32, wala kang karapatang tumakbo kung incumbent ka or naging senador ka na, tapos 24 to 32 ka.
Pero Sen, parang ayoko na maniwala sa mga survey.
Ay, talaga. Anyway, so talagang soul-searching talaga siya. And this time, it was a friend of mine who said, alam mo, kung tatakbo ka, because you feel it's something you want to do, you want to represent, I felt there are so many Filipinos who didn't, parang di sila maka-resonate with anyone running, di ba? O you want to represent this side, you want to represent the young people, tumakbo ka without any expectation. So I said, sige, magpa-file tayo kahit napakalayo natin. And then from 24 to 32, unti-unti na akyat to 16, 13, and by April, I think nagda-number 10 na kami, or number 9. So, ano siya, talagang, kumbaga, yung nakikita ninyo online na nung una, if you look at the videos in January, yung ati-atihan, hindi ako nakikilala ng tao. Akala nila Marjorie Barreto yung si Timmy, di ba? But all the way until May, na talagang ang rami ng kabataang lumabas, campaign for me, and eventually hitting number 2.
Yes.
And 21 million votes. Talagang ano siya, it's God-given. It's really God-given. It's a lot, young people, Filipino people, and blessings ni Lord. And that's why I think it's really a special victory na kailangan mong suklian ng tamang trabaho at tamang reforma. And that's why every day, and this is what I tell my team, every day we're here to pay back the trust na binigay sa atin. And we have to pay it back by working hard, by showing up, by standing up when you need to stand up, and by really pushing for the reforms na kailangan ng tao.
Ang dami mo na nga nagawa, Sen. Ano pa lang to? Second year mo pa? First year mo pa lang
Wala
ata
pa,
to,
6
Sen?
months pa lang.
6 months pa? Dami mo na nagawa,
Oo.
Sen. Grabe. Ano
Wala
pa magagawa mo in the next coming
No, honestly,
years?
Danny, ano pa yan? ang naipon tong mga gusto namin gawin over those 6 years na wala kami dyan.
Pili ko prepare ka talaga ni God. Sen, may purpose yung time na yun nung natalo ka na ipunin mo lahat ng gusto mong gawin. Kasi ipapanalo kita this time around. Tapos gawin mo lahat ng gusto mo.
I'd like, or gawin mo lahat ng gusto niya.
Gusto
Di ba?
niya.
Gusto
Sorry,
mo,
sorry. Mali. Gusto niya.
But I'd like to think that. And ano rin I have an older uncle. Sabi niya sa akin, and this is before the elections, no? So, ito yung time na after the defeat in 2019 and 2022. Sabi niya, Iho, alam mo, I like you better now kasi may battle scars ka na. And tayo rin, as we grow older, di ba? Not everything goes our way.
Yeah.
You know, relationships fail, careers also change. You know, you don't get everything that you want eh.
Yeah.
Hindi talaga eh. Pero, imbis na madurog ka doon, 'di ba? Gamitin mo 'yon to move forward.
Yeah,
Kasi
to be better.
mas matibay ka na eh. Alam mo na, in fact, when I was running in 2025, sabi ko nga, ano kung matalo ako? Natalo na ako noon eh. Buhay pa naman ako eh. 'Di ba? I survived it. I'm okay. I love my family. My family loves me. So many people are supporting me. Kung matalo ako, it doesn't make me less of a human being.
Yes.
'Di ba? It just means it's not my time.
Yeah.
So in the same way, tayong lahat na may mga pinagdadaanan, 'di ba? Mahirap siya habang pinagdadaanan mo, but afterwards, you can say, na-survive ko yan. Ibig sabihin yan, matibay akong tao, hindi ako marupok,
Yeah.
di ba? Matibay ako, buhay pa ako eh. And then if you learn from it, then you have something to look forward to, di ba?
Sen, paano kung dumating yung time na, let's say, si Rory,
My God.
ayan na, si Rory tells you that
Ano,
gusto
mag-aasawa
niya.
siya?
No, well, iba naman yon kasi girl dad ka eh. Pero, what if sabihin sa'yo ni Rory na gusto niyang sumunod sa footsteps mo? Gusto din niya maging senator? O anong advice ang ibibigay mo kay Rory? Or will you even like,
Jeez, I don't know.
what will you feel?
Kung gusto niya. Pero, you know, I mean, of course, I ran for the Senate. Di naman ako nag-congressman. But I was in the National Youth Commission. I was a student leader. May time na aktivista rin tayo.
Yeah.
We worked with, you know, communities also nung time ko as a social entrepreneur. Parang feeling ko, hinanda ako nun to run for the Senate. And if my children were to run, and I'd like to think handa na rin sila. I'll probably be really old.
Yes.
Probably retired na ako.
Na-expose ba sila nun? Ano, nung campaign? Sen?
Konti lang eh, kasi they're a little, medyo
But
bata
do they
pa
know
eh.
that their father is a senator?
They know. They absolutely know. In fact, so si Rory kasi, she was, ito yung, so ano ba to? This was 2022,
Yeah.
nung tumatakbo si Ma'am Lenny. And then sabi niya sa akin, Daddy, I think VP Lenny is gonna win.
Aww.
Sabi ko, bakit Rory? Why? Kasi ang raming poster. Ganyan siya. Because all my classmates are voting for her. Really? Your classmates are voting? Yes, they're all voting for her. Mga 7 years old to tsaka 6 years old
Sana na lang, no? Sana pinayagan na lang sila bumoto.
So, may understanding siya. And then, syempre, ngayon din, you know, I tell her, you know, I'm visiting this school. Ito yung nakita ko. This is what I saw. You know, your school. You know, be happy na your school has a building, and you have a classroom. Ganyan, you know, some places, wala silang classroom. So, naiintindihan nila. Nagigets nila paunti-unti. I honestly would like to expose them more. Pero one day, kung tatakbo sila, it should come from a place of genuine service.
Yes.
Hindi lang dahil yung tatay nila naging senador,
Yeah.
or hindi lang dahil, marami nagpapapicture kay daddy. Yun yung mga maling rason, di ba?
Oo, kung ba't ka tatakbo, huwag ka na
Oo.
lang tumakbo.
Huwag ka na lang tumakbo. Pero kung di ba, marami bang pwedeng gawin para, but kung genuine talaga, and obviously, di naman ako papagod na sabay kabe, so I'm probably retired na by then sure, why not?
Pero Sen, you said na all your life, public service talaga. Parang dinadikit mo na yung, kahit nung teenage years mo, kasi aktivista ka na nun,
Well,
Sen.
Ano kasi, yung childhood ko kasi was the 80s. And that was the time Tito Ninoy was killed, the EDSA People Power Revolution. So, kung yun kasi yung
Na-expose ka
kung
doon.
yun ka na-expose, parang malaking epekto siya sa'yo eh. So, those years, I was, I think, 9 years old during the first
Wow.
People Power Revolution. Ano siya eh, parang core memory. Parang inside out, di ba? Core memory. It's a very, very big core memory for me. And because of how important it was to me, parang yun yung naging
Push.
common thread sa akin. All those years. Maybe not necessarily politics, but yung buhay na parang I was in the student movement, National Youth
Yes.
Commission, working with communities before, nag-NGO pa ako. So parang it was always there.
Yeah. Yung heart mo talaga nasa public service.
I think so. I think so.
Oh, I love that. Tapos ito lang, I have another question about fatherhood. Like how different it is now to serve as a senator or as a public servant now that you have kids. Like gaano siya ka-important?
It's really important, I think, no? Medyo mas malalim yung hugot mo. And it's funny kasi when I ran, I didn't have a kid. So I got married 2012.
Yeah.
I ran 2013. Tama, di ba?
Yeah.
2013. Rory came out 2014. So technically, may 1 year ako na wala akong anak.
Yes.
It's really different. Iba talaga siya. I think when you're running and you're young and you're, talagang aggressive, ganyan, feeling mo, rami mong gustong i-share, rami mong alam, ganyan. Kapag tumatanda ka and may anak ka na, then you already think of anong ibig sabihin ito for the
Anong
next
ginagawa
generation.
ko.
Yeah, anong ibig sabihin ito for the next generation. And iisipin mo rin, no, will my kids be proud of me? 'Di ba? Or will they be ashamed of me kung di ako mabuting public servant, 'di ba? Nakakaano siya. It does affect you. And
Kasi
it does
naisip
change you.
ko-
Kasi you also change eh.
Yes.
Tumatanda ka rin. I think it's funny kasi when I first ran, I was the youngest in 2013.
Yeah.
I'm the second youngest now. Okay? So, ang tagal na nun second youngest pa rin ako But even though second youngest pa rin ako ngayon, I think I'm very different from my first term.
Mahirap ba yun, Sen, to be the second youngest? Tapos yung mga kasabayan mo sa Senate, parang senior na or ano na
No.
sila, matagal na sila.
Definitely not now kasi second term ko na But nung first time ko in 2013, I was 36 or 35 years old.
Yeah, bata
And ang
pa.
eldest namin was Enrile, was JPE. And I think he was 90, parang 89 ba siya o 92.
Grabe.
So bookends kami, 35 tsaka 90, di ba? And, I'm very respectful to my senior senators, especially yung seniors talaga. I mean, naabutan ko si Miriam,
Oo nga.
naabutan ko si Serge Osmeña, si JP, of course, si Tito Frank Drilon, Tito Sen. I mean, these are all like mga institusyon to di ba?
Yes, matagal na sila.
Tito Ping, sino ba yung mga naabutan ko? Basta these are like they were there in the 80s,
Yes.
di ba? Sila, Frank Drilon na sila,
Frank
80s
Drilon,
pa lang,
80s pa
Miriam,
lang, yeah.
di ba? So, I used to be very, very respectful sa kanila. And then si Tito Frank Drilon told me, sabi niya, Iho, kahit anong edad mo, tagi-isang boto lang tayo dito.
I love that.
Sabi niya ganyan. Which is way of saying, you don't have to defer to us just because we're older. We all have one vote, di ba?
Yun nga kasi 'di ba nga nowadays Sen, may mga fears tayo na hindi matagal na to so nakakatakot magbigay ng opinion.
Sometimes nakakatakot talaga, but you have to kasi binoto ka rin eh.
No, trabaho mo din kasi yun. Pare-pareho lang kayo ng trabaho.
Exactly. But, so yes, I don't think my opinion is less than theirs, but I still try to be respectful. Kasi kahit anong sabihin mo, 40 years na sila dyan,
Oo,
50 years na sila dyan di ba?
minsan, Sen, nanonood kami ng hearing, talagang nag-aaway-aaway minsan ng mga senador eh. Like talagang nagkakaroon sila ng mga arguments,
Meron talaga.
disagreements.
Meron talaga. But, you know what? In this term, hindi na kasi ako young. I mean, I'm by age, pero by term, ano na ako eh, senior
Oo.
na ako eh. Ano na ako eh. Kumbaga, I'm no longer that neophyte, di ba? Hindi na ako yung neophyte. Iba na yung mga neophyte ngayon. Second
I
term ko
love
na eh.
that. Okay, eto Sen, one of my last questions before we end. So what worries you most as a father today and what gives you peace?
What gives me peace is just really spending time with my family. Like, natutuwa talaga ako just spending time with my kids. Maybe because these days mas konti siya. You have to, think about it. After 2019, and from 2019 to 2022, pandemic yon. Okay? Wala akong trabaho. I mean, I had consultancies here and there, but more or less, nasa bahay lang ako. So my kids, who were very young at that time, nasanay sila na ako yung nasa bahay. Kasi wala akong chapa to go around. Di ba during that time, you had to have parang may special...
May pass ba?
May
Parang
pass
ganon.
or may ganyan. Wala, hindi naman ako in government noon. So I was a regular citizen. So talagang naka-lockdown rin ako with them.
You had that time with
I
them.
had that time with them. Of course, 2022 was busy. But even 2023, I was able to spend time with my kids. Eh ngayon, talagang ang layo ng opisina from our house. Kukonti lang yung oras ko with them. So naninibago rin sila na
Yeah.
I have less time with them. So, pag magkakasama kami with Timmy and the kids, that's like
Undivided attention talaga.
medyo peaceful yun for me. I'm able to calm down and just chillax, di ba? What worries me naman is, marami tayong mga pinagdadaanan na sa country. And I would really wish talaga na kapag yung mga anak ko, ready na sila to enter the workforce when they're in their 20s already, sana mas maayos na yung bansa natin.
Yes.
You know?
Prayer ata natin lahat yan.
Prayer natin lahat yan. It can happen. It will happen.
Amen.
Amen. It will happen. We're calling it.
We're
Bear it
calling
all.
it already.
It will
We're
happen.
manifesting it in here.
Mangyayari
Oh my God.
Mangyayari to.
Sen, how big of an impact is Miss Timmy sa buong
Super.
journey mo?
Sobrang, like, she's really my partner in all of this, di ba? So, she ran the campaign.
Yes.
She took a leave from work and she ran the campaign. And obviously, maganda yung resulta, di ba?
Yes.
Pero more than that, it's really having somebody that you know na sinusuportahan ka. And I'd like to think she also feels the same way na kahit anong career puntahan niya or whatever her decisions are, nandun rin ako to support her.
How was that conversation pala, Sen, when you told her na, okay, I've decided I'm running this 2023?
More or less, nafe-feel naman niya eh. Nafe-feel naman niya. Ano naman yan? Ride or die yun eh, di ba?
Yes.
Parang, saan
Ganun
tayo
talaga.
tatalon? Anong bangin tayo
Oo.
tatalon, di ba? Let's
Sabay
go.
tayo.
Sabay tayo, ganyan. Yung mas naging challenging for me was really asking her to take a leave from work. Because I've never done that.
Yes.
We
Devoted
both
kasi.
have our own careers. And she's also doing well in her career. And the time na wala ako sa politika, her career really took off. So, I'd like to think I'm very supportive, but for this time, sabi ko sa kanya, honey, hindi ko 'to magagawa kung
Wala
hindi ka
ka.
on board. 'Di ba? And not because, parang kasama ko sa mga events. No, really
It's the
running.
support.
No, really managing the campaign.
Everything.
As in, using her skills and all of her experience to manage and run it talaga. Like, pinatakbo talaga niya.
Yeah.
So, sabi ko, I don't think we can do this kung hindi ka mag-on board. And she took a chance by taking a leave. Buti pinayagan siya.
Yeah.
Kasi, kung hindi, sabi niya, hindi, kung di ako bigyan ng leave, magre-resign ako. Ganyan katibay.
Sobrang
Ride or die.
sweet.
Ride or die, man. Ride or die.
Sobrang sweet nyo naman, Sen. I hope to have that kind of... No, that's my marriage naman, I feel. I feel naman ganun kami ng husband ko. Oh my God. Okay, Sen, here's my last question. What would you say to people and also the youth who are slowly losing hope in our country?
Wag muna. Kapit lang. Kapit lang. Kasi, I think everyone is in a difficult situation right now. Yung nakikita natin, di tayo natutuwa sa nakikita natin. At the same time, we see some gains, some reforms,
Yeah.
pero admittedly, malayo pa sa talagang ideal. Pero kung mag-give up tayo, wala na talaga mangyayari sa bansa natin.
Yeah.
Kailangan tayong kumapit and believe that our country was not meant to be this way.
Yeah.
Our country was meant to be great. Our country was meant to be prosperous. Our country was meant to be just and equitable. Hindi pa lang natin siya nakukuha.
Yeah.
Pero ako, I'd like to think I will work and I will do my best to get these reforms done. And these reforms, hindi siya magagawa kung wala yung tao. Kung nandyan yung tao, yung mga reforma magagawa. Kung yung mga tao walang pake at tahimik, mahirap makapagpasa ng reforma.
Yeah.
So, we need everyone to have that belief in our hearts na this is not where we should be.
And this is a teamwork.
Oo,
Kailangan
tulong-tulong tayo.
Tulong-tulong talaga.
Sama-sama, tulong-tulong. But, ayun yung pinaka-basic eh. Do we believe na hanggang dito lang tayo? Kasi once mag-sink in na yun na hanggang dito lang tayo, hindi na magbabago yan, wala na talaga mangyayari.
Yes.
A part of us, kahit 1% lang ng puso mo, di ba?
Maniwala ka.
Maniwala, may 1% ka lang sa puso mo na we're meant to be greater than this. We're meant to be better than this. Then, may hope pa tayo to do better. May not happen tomorrow, may not happen in a month, pero kung may hope tayong ganyan, aabot tayo. We're gonna get there.
Just plant that seed. Diba?
Tutubo rin yan.
Tutubo din yan. I just wanna let you know that this is an honor of my life to have you here.
Thank you, Danny. Salamat.
I feel like this podcast has made it because we have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Salamat.
much. And
Salamat.
I always wish you the best and you have the support of our family till the end of time.
Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sam.
everyone. Salamat.
Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.